let's go. So dude, so 1.7 PTS patch notes, first week. It's gonna be a lot of new stuff, so let's go through it pretty quick. I'm gonna leave you the links in the description. But yeah, as it says here, please understand that these patch notes are not final and will be updated with PTS modifications. Like, it's the first week, so everything is up for, like, everything could change, basically. So we have the new feature global events that are not on the first week. It's gonna be on the second week, same time as console get it. So if you're interested in console PTS, it's invite only, and it's gonna be week 2, right? So I guess next Tuesday or Thursday. And that's gonna be not this patch. Console is gonna get the same patch as us, as I believe, with the global events and all that. But yeah, let's dig into it. So global events, I think most of the people already know what that is. Accommodation and patches as well, like basically achievements. You get a patch, a new vanity slot, right? Do I want to dig into this? Like, I feel like most people know about this already. New feature, face customization, so you can basically now change your appearance, right? I think it's in I thank you, my guys, thank you, and the people in New York. It's in the hub, right? When you come down from base of operation, you just go to the right and you go up to a unisex bathroom, and you can just change everything except the gender. But yeah, something other cool they added is encrypted cache, which is basically, what is it called, like loot boxes or whatever, which have vanity items, which you could use premium credits for, right? But you can still earn the keys in game, right? Just playing. But you could possibly, if you want the vanity items and don't want to farm it, you can just open your wallet, right? I think that's a pretty good system. As long as it's vanity items and no pay to win, I'm all up for it. Like, it's a business after all, right? They have to earn some money, so I think vanity items is a good way to do that. Then we have classified gear sets, which is available from the advanced weapon vendor on the PTS. So this time you can actually purchase for free on the PTS classified gear sets. So you want final measure, you can buy final measure caches, right? So that's gonna make it a lot more simple. Like, you don't have to open as much. Sadly, there's some bug now, so you can't reroll it, so it's gonna take a lot of time anyway, right? So there's 6 classified gear sets. Is there not a list? Okay, there's a list there. Classified gear sets pieces can initially only be received from participating in global events. Yeah. So here's the stat range. So 1274 to 1401. That's pretty fucking huge though. So like, we are not getting a higher gear score, we are getting the same, but basically classified gear sets are like kinda new gear score. Like the items are gonna be way stronger, so you're gonna want to farm classified gear sets, right? But the content is still the same. There's not like any harder difficulty, so you can just get better gear, right? Basically be stronger. And the 6 sets we can see here. First final measure, 2 to 4 piece is the same, right? 5 piece. The 5 piece on all the classified gear sets is gonna add the 2 and 3 piece to the 5 piece, right? Which you can see here. And the 6 piece on final measure, it's basically when you defuse a grenade from somebody else, you will get a debuff, right? And they said that they fixed so you can't defuse your teammates' grenades. So I think this is gonna be really strong. Looking at the numbers right now, it's pretty damn strong. Then again, it's only for 8 seconds, right? But 15 weapon damage, for example, that's gonna be huge. Huge. Crazy. And I think that's the buff you're gonna get most of the time, because it's a regular grenade, right? Maybe 15 is a bit too much. Then again, I think this is good because I just hate nade spamming in general. Then again, I don't think this is the right way to take it away though, or decrease it. We have Sentry 5-piece accuracy headshot damage. As I said, it's the 2 and 3-piece. Bit surprised that it's actually 15 headshot damage. Looking at the other sets, what I heard, they usually are lower, right? But you actually get 15 headshot damage here, which I like. I think the headshot damage in general on most gear sets, for example the 3-piece gets 10 headshot damage, I think that's a bit too low. I think it should be a little bit higher, 12% maybe. So 15 there, it's nice. So improved sentry call. NPC targets can now receive up to 6 marks. After the 3 marks, every headshot on the target has a 25% chance to spread a single mark to additional targets within 10 meters. At 6 marks, your headshot damage on the target is increased by 100%. Which is fucking insane. Obviously, I think this one, I'm pretty sure that only works in PV. I'm not completely sure here. But I mean, if it would... Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't say anything, but I assume it doesn't work in PvP. Then again, 6 marks is quite a lot, but yeah. I think that's PV only. It's pretty cool. Like it, especially that it has a 25% chance to just spread, right? But they need to be close. Pretty cool. We have Striker, one of the sets that I've been most excited about, especially for the first 6 sets. So we have stability and enemy armor damage. Like you can see here that the enemy armor damage you get is only 5 instead of 10. But for some reason it kinda makes a lot of sense when you look at the 6-piece. Which is crazy.
I thank you, my guys, thank you, and the people of New York fucking thank you.
Everyone thanks you guys. So we had Sleepy before with the tier 1 and 9-month resub. I appreciate the 9-month Sleepy. And then we have Fayla with the new subscription. Welcome to the fam. I appreciate the support. So yeah, the 6-piece striker persistence, basically a vampire or vampiric set or whatever you call it. So every hit adds a self-healing bonus for 0.1% of max health per second.
Thank you, my guys, thank you, and the people of New York fucking thank you.
I guess we wait a bit. So Shifty Steve with the 9-month resub. Sadud, appreciate the 9 months of support. God damn it, guys. This video is gonna be so long. I appreciate the support though. But yeah. Every hit adds a self-healing bonus for 0.1% of max health per second. This bonus is further increased by 0. This bonus, every hits for 0.1% of max health, right? Every hit adds a self-healing bonus for 1.1 of max health per second. This bonus is increased by 1.101 for every 1000 stam. Huh. Yeah, so for every 1000 stam you get 0.01 bigger bonus, which it doesn't seem to be too big, but I mean if you have a lot of stam it could work. Then again I think stam needs a increase, right? But if they would buff stam, this would be pretty nice. Stacks up to 100 hits, of course, as normal striker. Bonus is reduced by 0.1 every second. Bonus can be removed by EMP. So super strong. So if you keep the buff up, you get 10%, right? Which is pretty crazy. On top of that, if you have, depending on your stam, you get even more, right? But for example, in PvP, you can counter this really easy. You just use a stick EMP or an EMP grenade to counter that. But yeah, I think this could be really strong though. Like I'm trying to think, like it seems like it would be super good in, especially playing solo PvP. Sure, they can EMP it away, but I mean you're gonna get stacks back anyway. Which are definitely the sets I'm most interested in. Pretty damn cool. Like survivability and healing, especially when you play solo, it's always something you want to have. So Reclaimer 5-piece, 15% support station range, support station duration, like the same here to 3-piece. 6-piece, 50% support station revive time, so instead of 5 seconds it's 2.5 I guess. 100% support station healing speed, which is gonna be really good. 100% support station health, so way more tanky. And you get talent to improve Reclaimer. Support station gains a 25% chance to have no cooldown trigger when it's destroyed by an enemy. This chance is increased by 2% for every 1000 electronics. So if you would go 9000, you would have 18% plus 25, right? And I'm not doing the morning math. But that's pretty decent. Like having a Reclaimer can be really good though. Like a station, like sure you put everything into one basket, like you have six pieces, like, and you put everything into just a healing station. It's pretty damn risky, since you could just EMP it. But if the station can just heal you and stand, like just be up, then it's gonna be really useful. It's pretty nice. Then again, I'm not the biggest fan of a chance. Gonna have a pretty good chance though, right? Like 43% chance, or 40 depending on your electronics of course, but around 40% I guess. This all 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Isn't it supposed to be 6? I guess it's only 4. Then we have the ninja bike, which I said to a lot of people, it would be smart to save your ninja bike. It's a RPG. Like things that are completely shit is stuff that you should have at least one Garrel of. Because if they balance the game correctly, that item is gonna get a significant buff, right? And here we go, ninja bike. Slots in with any equipped gear set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonus from multiple sets simultaneously. Cannot unlock classified gear set bonus. So if you guys play Diablo, there's a ring in Diablo basically. When you equip ninja bike and you have, for example, 2-piece banshee, 2-piece spread, and ninja bike, instead of getting the 2-piece bonus from both sets, you're actually gonna get the 3-piece. So yeah, that's gonna open up for a lot of different like fairy crafting or builds. Gonna be a lot more diversity. The thing with all the sets though, I think it's really good to see so much new stuff. And I don't think too many people expected this. Like it's really awesome and really fun, but I mean, have fun balancing all this. I feel like that's gonna be quite the task. Then again, if we wouldn't get anything, that would be pretty boring. So I'm pretty happy with that we're getting so much stuff. And I don't think, as I said, a lot of people expected this. Frank Hamill with the 5-month resub, dude. I appreciate the 5 months of support, dude. Known issues. Sentry 6-piece is not spreading marks to nearby enemies. Yeah, I don't think they said deadeye here, but deadeye is changing. So basically the 4-piece, if you are not in cover, you will only get 60 crit chance. But if you sit in cover, you are gonna get the normal deadeye, 100% crit chance, and everything is normal, right? But you have to sit in cover, which I think is not enough, because if you snipe most of the time, you're gonna sit in cover. Yeah, sure, if you use a SVD, you're probably not gonna sit in cover. You're gonna play it like it's a fucking like you're gonna play it like a M4 or whatever, like super close and shit. But SVD is getting a change as well, so I think they have to do something else today. I don't think this is enough. Like if you, when I play Deadeye, most of the time I play Tac Advance, I'm gonna sit in cover anyway. Like this is not a big nerf. It's a little nerf, but it's not enough. Appreciate the host, Alex. Lone Star, there are no issues with Lone Star 6-piece bonus. Yeah, I heard that this doesn't work at the moment either. Classified recon, blah blah blah. Boring stuff. Okay, so they actually changed the SVD. SVD recall and spread have been returned to be in line with M1A. So that's, I don't know, SVD useless I guess? Maybe not. If it have the exactly same recall and spread as M1A, why would you choose SVD over M1A? But SVD definitely needed a nerf. I feel like it's probably gonna get over nerfed. Seeker mine explosion damage has been reduced from 900 to 600. Yeah, that was quite needed, I think. Airburst mod damage had been reduced from 300 to 120. That's pretty crazy though, but I think that's better. I think Airburst should be more of a crowd control skill. And that's what they said. They want to have Airburst more of a crowd control. If you want to do one shots and a lot of damage, you should use the normal Seeker mine. And one shots are still gonna be possible, but it's gonna be, you have to stack a lot of like talented and all that stuff, right? You just don't toss it and get fucking 4 one shots. Gotta have to work for it a bit, right? Fix the bug where players could get the on-fire stages fixed even though they had 100% burn resistance. Yep. They hope they fix the diminishing return. Fix the bug where players could run faster than they could by spamming the sprint button. I think they did some kind of sprint clock cooldown or something. Cool-headed and determined talents will now affect on cooldowns for all skill including signature skills. Okay. Minor color tweaks. Nothing too interesting there. Skills, Seeker Mine. Fix the bug where the Seeker Mine with cluster mode would sometimes be unable to... This is just bugs, right? Game change. Wait for this quick. Fix the bug. Yes, a lot of revive bugs, huh? That's good. So hopefully all the revive bugs are fixed now. For example, you would get rest by... a station or a player and then you would pop recovery link and you would not get rest, right? So I guess they fix a lot of that stuff would overwrite if it's faster. Revive would not prioritize over others. Yeah, exactly. Fix the bug where the first aid defibrillator revive would not be prioritized over other slow revives while they were in progress. Fix the bug where the first aid effect would be delayed while projectile slowly descend to the ground. That's good as well. Nobody cares about mobile cover. A lot of bug fixes. Is this only bug fixes, dude? Bugs. The funny thing is, there's way more bugs fixed than this, I can assure you. The rewards you get from survival have been increased. Cool. Stopped an evil Christmas tree by the premium vendor from trapping players. I think the Christmas tree was just trying to save them, dude. I guess there's nothing more interesting, right? Yeah, they did this. Blueprints are now shared across all the characters on account, so that's pretty cool. Agents no longer blink and move their eyes once killed. Say no to zombies. I guess that's everything. I'm really disappointed that I don't see anything about hipfire, that they don't want to test anything yet, I guess. I was hoping that they would test something like no crit on hipfire, something like that. Hopefully they do that in the future. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, have a nice day. Peace.